my G. You're welcome. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some inches in this. Look at your sneakers.
Yes, sir.
Hello, boss. Tell me about your style. It looks like you are, evolving in that aspect as well. Every single day, there's something new going on with DSL. Where are you right now with your style? Tell me about it.
I think it's still something like from day one.
Yeah?
You know? Today I felt like I had too many schedules and I felt like I have to jump into something easy and feel easy.
We make crisp, we make nice,
oh, yeah.
we make easy, we make nice. With a platform,
yes, sir,
we make
platform,
nice.
solid.
Charlie, you're not playing with us, though. I think you're really enjoying the fashion aspects of things also.
Yes, sir.
You're always in something new. And anyway, congratulations to you on winning Unsung Artiste of the Year.
Thank you
Exactly
very much.
a week ago, the announcement went down.
Yes,
everyone was literally at the edge of their seats, including me. We're waiting. Who was it going to be? And out of all of those, I think it was 6.
Yeah.
Out of 6.
Yeah.
5 others, you won it.
Yeah.
Where were you at the point of the announcement?
I was at Labadi.
Yeah, what was happening
there?
there?
I was having an interview and an event also, It was like a mixed something.
Right.
Yeah, it was outdoor, but it was an interview.
Right.
So I was there as well.
Yeah, and what was going down? What was this interview for?
Yeah,
Was it like an international thing or around your music?
Around the music, like we've been doing always,
So how did you hear it? Take me there.
Yeah, so I was there and I was also I panicked a bit because I believe that all members in that category worked harder.
Yeah.
They also can make it because they also would deserve it if they vote and all this. So I believe that my fans knew me in a competition and they knew that we vote. So they believe in voting. So yeah, true. I also stepped down, went to them, this, so we need to win this, So I was a bit nervous because I believe anything can happen.
Yeah.
We'll be able to win.
Yeah.
You get me? So yeah, I was a bit nervous. But when I heard it, I was like, wow, finally the work is working.
No, but that doesn't look like you were mightily excited. What were you doing at the point of you hearing the announcement? Were you speaking and then someone just came to whisper in your ear, Charlie guy, you win the thing?
No, so
like, what was it?
So they told me, when I was going there, they told me that I should keep my phone closer to me because the winner will be called. They didn't tell me that maybe I will be called, or they said the winner will be called. So they sent me a Zoom link so that I would join. So it got to a time and they texted me that I need to join the Zoom link.
Yeah.
Okay, so to wait to hear the announcement.
Right.
So I was on it. I was on it when you were here dancing and all that. I was listening on the Zoom. So I was waiting until the time that Giovanni announced it.
Yes.
And I was like, whoa.
Did you hug somebody?
There was no one around. It was only my road manager.
You didn't hug your road manager?
We were outside. I don't want
Bro love, man. Bro love.
Yeah,
bro love is real.
Bro love.
Yeah.
We But then
that's all. You guys, you have to show deep Bible shit. You see what I'm saying?
That one day.
Yeah, that one day. Because you've been doing this for years,
Yeah.
I remember when you started on the streets and all that. You invested in your own videos, your own stuff. I mean, people. I'm sure your fans will know this as well.
Yeah.
And then you come on TV3 stage after Mentor. You get signed on to Links.
Yeah.
And now, this is what, barely 2 years after you've won.
Yeah.
Now you win it. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Tell me how the whole week has been like for you, because definitely you feel different.
Yeah, it was like, when I went out, I came out of my room, I went to Links and they were like, bro, congratulations. Already they've congratulated me in the Links family group. So they were like, congratulations, Unsung artist. I said, no, but the Unsung said of the year, of the year. So the of the year be like 300 and how many days? 365 days. I was like,
Plus or minus?
Of the year, no?
Yeah, of the year 2023.
Yeah.
The 24th Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. And just to blow your mind, you are actually the 10th winner of the Unsung Artiste category. You are the 10th.
I think my number be 10.
Number 10. So that's a big deal, yeah?
Yes,
and number 9, who moved to number 10?
Yeah.
I like the sound of that. But
because
Charlie,
I believe Mentor was also the 10th edition, right?
Hey, you are right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be like 10 be my number.
Are you flipping kidding me right now? Mind blown. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Wow,
yes, sir.
That's a big deal then. Yeah. What does the year look like for you? Especially seeing as you've, gotten a different kind of recognition. That should affect your drive in some way.
Yeah, yeah. It's looking more beautiful. It's looking more nice, but it's looking more difficult. now
Difficult in what aspect?
because I believe before the recognition from VGMA, I was working. But I believe that now I need to work more harder because people believed in me and they voted for me. And those that don't know me will be seeing me on that day, which is tomorrow. And people will debate by all means, like, what does he have to prove to us? So this is the time I need to work more harder
Right.
to prove to them that, yeah, I truly deserve this. That's why I'm saying that it will be more difficult, harder, but
Right.
we are ready. Right?
Yeah,
No
you,
skin,
this is
you
the
know?
job you said you wanted to do, so might as well put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
And it turns out that DSL will be performing tomorrow night, your first time on the
Solid,
VGMA
solid.
stage. Look at you, look at you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pa, pa, pa,
Pa, pa, pa, pa.
pa, 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 pa.
The first VGMA stage for you was the experience concert, though it's not the main VGMAs.
Yeah.
So take me through that one as well. What was your preparation like for the main stage on the experience concert at the experience concert?
Okay, so
were you stunned when you saw the crowd? Tell me all about it.
I thought that type that when I see the numbers, I get boosted. I do things that I don't believe I myself would do. So when I see many people, that's what moves me. So when I saw the crowd, I was like, wow, this is nice. This is nice because I've always been dreaming for this.
Charlie.
Yeah, so when I see many people, it moves me a lot.
Yeah.
And I prepared very well towards that because I believe we will vote. Voting also counts, but these one or two things also count. When you go there and you don't perform well, you might not deserve or you won't deserve to be on there.
You
the
think
big
so?
stage.
You don't think people make mistakes,
People-
one bad day doesn't define you?
Yeah. That one also is there. But I feel like mistake, when you see a mistake, you will know that's a mistake. When you see something that is obviously done, you will recognize that one too. Yeah.
I see. Interesting. And tomorrow, what are you bringing on board? What do we see? Are you bringing props from, we know where you guys are based, yeah?
Yeah.
So what is it looking like? Stage step for you? I'm sure you've had your rehearsals as well. What are you bringing on the main stage?
I'm bringing something very nice. I
We
believe
make
in-
Chris.
I be-
We'll make it nice.
Oh yeah. I believe. I've been saying this all the time. I think it's a surprise, not a promise.
Oh, God, don't do this. Just a little something. Just a little bit.
Like they know DSL and they know that I always perform energetically. Is that the right?
That's the
right
word.
Yeah. So expect energy, but something else. For put more spice.
Right.
The more we decline, for putting more work. So.
I see that. And when you say spice, I realize also that your music is, it seems like you're exploring with things. I sense a little bit of, the reggae is still there, the dancehall is still there, but I'm sensing a little bit more Afro beats coming in as well.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to exploring in the future, sound-wise?
Yeah, I believe one reason why I do Afrobeat, because at first it was a hobby, okay, but right now it's a job, it's business. You should know the audience you are selling all this to. I believe very well that when you go for a certain performances, you know the type of songs you need to perform. You see, so I do all this so that I won't fail performing or entertaining my audience anywhere I meet them. You see, yes, sir.
So are you saying then that it's important for an artist to have a basket of genres? So depending on the audience that you meet, you perform a certain kind of music or certain genre for them, one that you think that they'll accept more?
Yeah, I won't say a basket kind of genre, but I feel no matter what you do, you can fuse in something that will make people do dancehall. People do dancehall on typical dancehall beats, but they can use our local languages and still do it nice so that the people will understand what you are saying and jump to it. You get me? Yes, sir. So it's not more of like switching, but it's like still being there, but being smart. You get me? Yeah.
Being smart. So again, I still want to get into this. I want to understand it better. Just so that you can reach more people, you are just opening it up, basically that. So if you're called to the north as well, you can do this. If you're called to Burkina Faso, you can give them music that they want to hear as well, right?
Yeah, I can give them music they want to hear, but I might not be able to use their language.
Right.
But the louder language is here in Ghana.
The louder
language is here in Ghana music. we make sure we fix in some of these, the P. Yeah. The fun. Sometimes if we fix in our small.
Yeah.
Sometimes we fix in the gun. You get me?
Yeah.
So that you enter and you tap into some places. I did this song. I had so many songs. Okay, so when it's time for you to release the next thing, you keep thinking, what should I select? Which one should I take? So I went to DJ Varowski's place. Shout out DJ Varowski, wherever you are. He produced this one,
Nice
actually.
one.
Whenever you hear King Kong, you should know it's DJ Varowski.
Varowski.
Yeah, so I took a couple of instrumentals, couple of beats from him, and I came back home. I was working on them. So when I was done with this one, like less than 20 minutes or something like that, I was done with this one, and I was so happy, so I went home. I was planning on telling Varowski. I never knew he came back to the studio.
Who came back to the studio?
Varowski. So
right.
he came to the studio and he listened to it. Before I tell him, he has already listened to it and he was like, yo, the song is very nice.
Nice.
And I feel like, yo, this is the song. Wow, thank you.
Wow.
So I feel like, yo, this is the song. This is the song. So I was like, no, I needed someone on this song. And I know so many people will do good.
Yeah.
But this is dancehall.
Yeah.
I only break it down to a certain, like what I was saying earlier on. And I needed LaRusso on it. He had a particular style that I wanted from him. I know many people could do.
Yeah, they could have done it. We have a number of dancehall artists.
But you know, anytime you talk about feature, you have three things.
Tell me about those three
people
things.
from fan base, out of LaRusso's people, letting some people know you from his place.
Right.
Or maybe he has a particular style that you want. Or the third one is maybe relationship.
Right.
You want to create this relationship between you and LaRusso. So yeah, I needed that particular thing from him. And also I believe very well that he's a young journal like me coming up with this dancehall thing. So I felt like he's the one who's supposed to be on it. And why happy? I believe I've been doing these songs and my people know I do dancehall and they like it a lot, but I need to get into the street because I came from the streets and the ghetto. I need to do something like that. So those that know me very well and my people around me, they could see them in the video. I called for that. I needed them in the video so that it would feel like something real.
So that's your Kaswa squad?
Yes, sir. Most
of them. That's what I'm talking about?
Most of them in there.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Kaswa.
Was it difficult getting them to come around?
It wasn't difficult. It wasn't difficult. At first, I wanted to do some selections, and I was like, yo, people were like, hey, I wish I could come, but I have this over. And I was like, no, you know something? Let's forget about this. Let me put this on my status. So I put it on my status, and I said, DM me if you feel like you want to come in. They were coming there. I only needed about 15 people.
And you go how many at the end of the day?
More and more. So I decided to do it this way. Okay, you saw it first, so this is the number.
Right.
But if you came and we were too many, you will still have a place in there. Yes, sir.
I see, that's very interesting. You are, kind of new in the business, and it looks like you're enjoying the new direction as well.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting to understand the business a bit more. What's your number one takeaway so far from the music business? Something that you've learned that you're holding on to because that's gold for you. You never knew it before, but now you understand it and you never let go of it.
I have lots of things that I never knew before. Now that I know, I will not let go of. You know, as an artist, you have to be focused. You have to be focused and don't let what's going on in the era change you. You have to be real. Give yourself to the people. Don't let what someone is doing now force you to switch your style. You have to stay original. You get me? So when you are original and you have only 5 fans, they are your core fans, hardcore fans, because they believe you will never switch, and this is what's making me like you. But when you act it and you fake or you switch because of people's style and stuff, you will end up doing different thing today, a different thing tomorrow, and it will be like, yo, after all, this guy, what's up? You see?
It must have taken a lot to actually learn that. You know, what was the situation for you? That moment of learning.
Okay, so it got to a time I was like, yo, so what am I doing now? Because when I was in a reality show, I performed most reggae songs and dancehall. I didn't really perform Afro songs, if you
That's very
remember.
true. I think you just did one, Samini, I think?
Yeah. Samini?
High Life.
Yeah, yeah,
Linda
that was
or
High
something.
Life. Yeah.
And that was a switch.
Yeah, yeah. So on finals, that's where I did Afro song. Yeah, so I feel like I do all this, I have all this in me, but I was a bit confused when it got to a time. So we were talking, and Richie was like, he was advising us, and he was like, yo, be you, give them you. Don't let the pressure outside there disturb you. Feel free. That's what makes me happy when I'm on Links Entertainment, because they make the artists feel free so that you'll be able to create. You'll be able to create. You get me? So there's no pressure on me at Links Entertainment, and I like it. I pressure myself.
And I like it.
Myself.
I pressure myself.
Yeah.
You give yourself personal pressure to meet certain goals.
Because if you don't do it that way, I was working harder. You know, when I'm on Links, I feel like I will feel reluctant. Yeah, because they are doing this and doing that for me. So I'll feel reluctant. If I not take time, I'll become a lazy person. Yeah, so.
Do you feel like you have competition
In
in the Ghanaian music space? Do you feel like you have competition?
Okay, with no disrespect to anybody in the music space, I feel like I'm my own competition.
That's right.
Yeah, because I respect every genre, every artist there, because you put in a lot. I'm not there yet, but I feel it. They put in a lot for this. The reason why I'm saying I'm my own competition is that if I begin to see people as competitions, it will worry my career. When I wake up early in the morning, I look into the mirror, I see myself as my competition, and when there's something wrong here, I have to dress it, and that's me. I have to work on myself.
Work on yourself.
Yes,
So you're better. But it's been a good conversation with you, DSL, and it's good to see your growth as well. You're a bit more confident in yourself, and you're saying this as well. So all the very best with your journey. It's Happy, featuring La Russo. That's the latest song.
Yes, sir.
Right here, right now.
On all digital platforms. Go stream, you know.
That's it.
Slack. You know, like first I will give you Facebook, then WhatsApp, then Bluetooth.
But now it's HLA. Tell them also your handles before we go.
It's DSL Music everywhere. DSL Music. Twitter,
Instagram,
DSL
Facebook.
DSL Music GH, sorry. DSL Music GH, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And I want to say thank you to each and everyone that voted for me, you know. We wouldn't have made it this far.
That's right.
Without your vote. And I know there are people out there who would have liked to vote, who wanted to vote, but they couldn't get the means to vote. I know you love me deep here, and I love you so much.
Blessings, bless and love. Thank you so much, DSL. Fist bump for the man, the girl. All right, my people.